Hello everybody, my name is Markjima, and in this video we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to talk about the PlayStation wrap-up. So it came out probably about a week or so ago from the time of this video coming up. I mainly want to focus on my top 5 games on PlayStation over the course of 2024. It's about what I expected for the most part. I'm going to go from 5 to 1. All the games mentioned in my top 5 are streamed live on my Twitch at twitch.tv/Markjima. All these games I stream over on my Twitch, and over the course of the next year I'm planning to stream my backlog, make progress going through my backlog. So if you're interested in checking that out, go check me out on Twitch. I go live Monday and Wednesday at 4 PM GMT. I'd love to see you guys over there. So for number 5, it's Fortnite. Now, with Fortnite, the majority of my hours were near the beginning of Chapter 5. Mainly Chapter 5 Season 2. That's when I started playing a lot of the Fortnite Festival, which is where a lot of my hours came from. I played a lot of the festival. I spent a lot of time did the rocket racing. I didn't really play too much Lego Fortnite. And the Battle Royale stuff was decent. I enjoyed Chapter 5 Season 2 quite a bit. I bought the Battle Pass, I bought the Festival Pass. The shop was rotated with good stuff on a regular basis. The boys were all on regularly, like a lot of time was playing Fortnite. I clocked in at 108 hours. So I played Season 1 of Chapter 5, I played Chapter 5 Season 2. I want to say up to around Season 3, that's probably when I started checking out. That was, I believe, the Wastelander season. That might have been Season 4. I'll double check that. That's around when I started checking out on Fortnite. Not even because I wasn't enjoying the game. Like, I still regularly had an itch to go back and play it. It was just, other games were coming out. I needed more storage and something had to bite the bullet. And unfortunately, that was Fortnite. I hadn't even gone back in this current season with the Fortnite OG or Snoop Dogg. Or like, I know Hatsune Miku's coming out soon. And like, there's a lot of things going on in Fortnite which I do want to tap back into, but I just haven't got the storage to do so, unfortunately. So that's gonna be on the back burner for a while. But I enjoyed it, honestly. I do very much miss the Fortnite festival. I do have like a guilty pleasure for like rhythm games, like the Guitar Hero, Rock Band, the festival. Like, I love that, and the music choices 9 times out of 10 were great. Like, surprised we didn't do an Eminem season, considering he started off the whole thing. But anyway, the Weeknd one was good, the Billie Eilish one was good, the Metallica one was good. What I've seen of the Snoop Dogg one looks good. Right in the day, Lady Gaga, of course, that was everywhere, that was great. And then they did who they did before Snoop Dogg. Was it Carol Jean? What's her name? I can't say it for her ago. I'm not gonna act like I know who she is. But that was the only one I didn't really do, and by then I was playing other things anyway. So I wasn't too much into it. So that's sitting at number 5 with 108 hours clocked in. Now number 4 is the one surprise in my top 5, to be fair, but also not really. It's Dead by Daylight. Now honestly, I would say Dead by Daylight may have actually made my top 3, but Cross Progression came out this year, so as soon as that came out, I stopped playing it on my PS pretty much because I had no need to. The only time I play it on PS is because my friends who are on PS who didn't, like, it was easier for me to beat in party as opposed to just being on Discord and playing DBD together. But other than that, whenever I spent my time playing DBD, it was on PC after Weapon Russian finally came out. Now I'm clocking in at 143 hours for this, and at the moment I'm completely out of DBD. Like, I'm not into the game, I don't play it, I don't have it installed. There's nothing going on in the game currently that makes me want to come back and play the game. The only thing I'm looking forward to is Five Nights at Freddy's, which I believe isn't until like next year anyway. They announced it very early. This year for DBD, which I think what got added. So this year they added Adam Wake, who was fine, I guess. Like, he had that one perk, what was it, Champion of Light, the flashlight one, where like you blind them and you move faster when you're using the flashlight. Alan Wake was a cool addition, like, based, you know, the survivor gameplay was based on the first Alan Wake, and then Annabelle 2 came out, did well, they got him in the game. That's cool. Okay, whatever. This next one of the year was All Things Wicked with Sable and the Unknown. Obviously, that did really well. The people love Sable. Unknown, I think, is an incredibly fun killer to play as. They're one of my favourites to play as. I think that was a good chapter overall. And then Dungeons and Dragons was great. The Survivors, I didn't care to. Like, I didn't use them that much. The map was decent, but Vecna was so much fun to play. He was... I would honestly say Vecna is probably my second favourite killer to play as after Wesker. I just think Vecna is such an incredibly well-designed character. And the amount of stuff you can do with him, the amount of different ways that you can play him, he's great. I think they knocked it out of the park. And then we had Lara Croft, which, again, I feel like when they add survivors as their chapters, like a single survivor, it's like, okay, she has one good perk, other two were garbage, no new map. Like, it kind of felt like she came out, everyone used a one perk from her. I barely saw anyone actually use Lara Croft herself. And then there was Castlevania, which was pretty good. I like the survivors, I like the designs. I thought Dracula himself was pretty fun to play as, with his pillar of fire, and he had his wolf and his bat. I thought Dracula was pretty fun to play as. And then we have the latest one, which I believe is the Houndmaster. By this point, I'd already stopped playing. Nothing about her interests me. I don't like pirates at all. I think pirates are lame as hell. So I don't care for pirates. The survivor, I don't care for her. The killer herself, her abilities with her dog, again, like, it's whatever for me. They're very much just like smacked together. The twins and the artist mashed together, called it another original character, and like I'm checked out of DVD. That made it into my top 4 most played of the year though, so clearly there was something done right. Now my third most played game, coming in at 205 hours, is Mortal Kombat 1. Now I'm not surprised with it at all. I mean, the fact that it's one of 2 fighting games in my top 5, a little tease for number 1 there. MK1, I want to say I definitely played it the most during 2023 when the game came out. Going into 2024, they were still going through the first season of DLC. So I want to say around 2024, it was then Quan Chi and Peacemaker who came out around winter time of 2023, going into the start of 2024. And then Ermac came out, then it was Homelander, then it was Takeda. I didn't play much Quan Chi, I didn't play much Peacemaker, but I was still playing the game. I did play Ermac, because he was one of my favourite ninjas out of the original ones. I just don't really like how he plays out all of MK1, unfortunately. But I was still playing the game, and then Homelander came out, and Homelander was so much fun. His flight cancels were great, his combo strings felt good. He took a bit to get used to. He was way more mechanically demanded in play as opposed to Omni-Man, for example, or even Peacemaker for that matter. But he was so much fun, and he only got nerfed recently, like near the end of the year he finally got nerfed. And the cameos that came out as well, I believe 2024 was Farah came out with Takeda, Chameleon came out with I want to say Armac, and then Janet came out with Homelander and Movado with Peacemaker. I think, could be getting that mixed up. But the cameos all were great. Movado is still probably one of the best cameos in the game. Same with Chameleon. Farah got nerfed, which is still solid. Same with Janet. Like the cameos were all great additions. And then the space amount so far apart from each other. I think Omni-Man came out of November of 2023, and then Takeda came out of summer 2024. The gap between this entire season was so long. But then we got Chaos Reigns, which added in Noob, Sector, and Cyrax to start off the season. And I played a lot of Cyrax in the beginning few weeks of Chaos Reigns shopping. The story itself, I think, was kind of mid. I'm over the whole time travel stuff with Mortal Kombat now. Like, it happened since MK11. They insisted in carrying on in this one, and I'm just over it. And Chaos Reigns just cemented that, because the story itself was just garbage. But the characters themselves were great. I had a lot of fun with Slayvax. I had a lot of fun with Noob. I didn't get around to playing much Sector, really. I started playing her. I thought she was fun. I liked her combo strings. But then I kind of just checked out the game for a little bit. Not for any reason in particular, because I do actually like Mortal Kombat 1. It's my third favourite MK. It's MKX, MK9, and MK1. I do genuinely believe MK1 is a fun fighting game. I like the cameo system. I like the roster. I like the way combos work. Overall, I think MK1 as a game, like the gameplay itself, is great. I do thoroughly enjoy it. It's just, Mortal Kombat isn't one of those games where I hard grind ranked. For example, like in Tekken or Street Fighter, which I will just only play ranked pretty much. With Mortal Kombat, I take it more casually than the other two, just because once you get to a certain point, it is just, we're all fighting games, we're all games in general, I suppose. If there's a rank, does it matter, right? It becomes the same few characters, the same 3 cameos, and the way people play Mortal Kombat especially drives me bonkers. I can't handle it for long periods of time the way I can with like Tekken or Street Fighter. So I just checked it out for a bit, and then Ghostface came out, and Ghostface was so much fun. They knocked it out of the park. Out of all the guest characters they announced for this next, we're still waiting on Conan, who's the next one, and then I believe it's the Terminator. They showed us some stuff from Conan. He looks alright. I'll try him out. I'll play him. Am I excited for him? I'm not gonna act like I am. Like, I'm only 21 years old. I have no type of relation to Conan the Barbarian whatsoever. So, at least with Ghostface, I like Ghostface as a character. I've watched Scream. Conan is, yeah, it's all on gameplay. If he's fun to play, I'll play him. But Ghostface, they smash it out of the park with him. The first week of Ghostface dropping was amazing. Seeing like the cancels people were doing with the different forms, the restands, the grab pressure, like yeah, they did an incredible job with just the guy with the knife. They smashed it. So I'll give them their flowers with that. They nailed it with him. That's it for Mortal Kombat though. Now my second game, now this is the one that really got me. My second most played game of the year is Black Ops 6 with 219 hours. Now, Black Ops 6, at the time of that coming out, Black Ops 6 would have been out for probably like a month max. And I already have it as my second most played game of the year. So I don't know if that's me not playing a lot of games this year, or that I just played a lot of COD. And I think it's the latter. I just played a lot of Call of Duty. Any free time I had, I was playing COD. I was grinding cameras, grinding levels. I lived and breathed Black Ops 6. Now, this is the first COD I've played since Black Ops 4. I played a lot of Black Ops 4. I liked it, I enjoyed it. I liked Blackout, I liked the multiplayer, I liked the zombies. I haven't really played a COD since. I played a little bit of Cold War when I made it 3 years later. I played some Cold War. I didn't play Modern Warfare or Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3. I didn't play Vanguard. I didn't tap into any of those. But Black Ops 6, yeah, they got me. They sold me the round-based zombies coming back to like the 3-lane maps and stuff like that. I was like, okay, let me check it out. My boy bought it, I game shared it, and I was like, I don't know if this game is genuinely this good, or if I just have missed playing a Call of Duty game for this long. And I think it was a mix of both, because at the time of recording this, I am currently Prestige 9. I'm like halfway through Prestige 9, I believe, and I've got a lot of my guns to new zombies for Opal at least, and I'm like working my way towards Nebula. And in multiplayer, I have ARs and SMGs Diamond, and then I believe I'm working on my shotguns. I'm working on like the melee stuff. Cause like we've had Nuketown 24/7, we've had Stakeout, we've had Hardcore Stakeout, we've had double XP, double weapon XP. I finished a battle pass in like 2 weeks. That's how much I was playing the game. It was crazy how many hours I clocked into this game in such a short amount of time. 219 hours already is crazy work. But I do enjoy it. I haven't played it since the mid-season came out. It came out right before I went to go see a concert, and I came back, and then when I came back, Marvel Rivals just came out. So in terms of my PvP games, that's really all I've been playing is Marvel Rivals. So I've yet to play the new Zombies map. I haven't carried on grinding. I might even burn out on the game, to be honest. I'm just playing other things. I have had like an itch to play it, but every time I go and play it, I'm like, I should play something else for now. You know what I mean? I think Black Ops 6 is a great game, and this is someone who is, this is good from someone who hard grinded it as well. Like, I didn't grind it as much as other people. Like, you know, I didn't get Dark Matter, Nebula in like 2 weeks, Prestige Master. Like, I grinded it, but between different game modes. So I'm not just doing the same thing every single time I'm on the game. Because I do like the game, I will be playing it more. This is the first card I've also like gone even camo grinded or like gone for like Prestige Master or anything. I'm really enjoying it. I think Black Ops 6 is a very fun game. And if you haven't played COD in a while, I'd recommend it for sure. But that is the only FPS on this list, because my number one game of 2024 is Tekken 8 at 244 hours. Now that, I'm not surprised at all. I was looking, and I believe from January up until April or May, my most played game was Tekken. I had a bit of a character crisis when the game first came out. I was playing a mix of Jin and Dragunov. And I left Jin to go to Dragunov because he was the top tier, best character in the game. And I was just really liking him. I mean, surprise, surprise, when you play as a character who's widely considered the best character in the game, you kind of have fun. It's crazy how that works. But eventually I was like, he just wasn't, I felt like I learned all there was to him. And not in that he isn't complex, there's still many things I didn't learn with him. I was just like, I was kind of bound on him. I was looking for the roster. I started playing some other characters just to test the water, see how they feel. And then I finally went to Lars, and then I just locked in with Lars. I was like, yeah. I wanted to play him back in Tekken 7, but I just didn't. I never learned more than 2-3 characters in Tekken 7. But in Tekken 8, Lars is so much fun. Like, I'm itching to play it again. And at the moment, again, it's a storage thing. Other games came out. I needed space. I wasn't playing Tekken at the moment, so Tekken had to come off my PS. I still have it on PC, still installed, but it's a whole rank climb again. I'm up in the blue ranks now on console, and playing it on PC, it's just playing against people who I'm obviously way better than. It's just a grind to get back to where I was. So I am just waiting for something to come out in Tekken that I'm really excited for. The first season of DLC personally isn't interesting to me. The first character, Eddie Gordo, I've never been a big Eddie fan. I'm glad that no one really plays him either, because holy shit, he's an annoying character to deal with. And then I believe Lydia. I thought she was cool. She came out in Tekken 7 around when I was not playing the game anymore. So seeing her back in 8 was cool, but she wasn't someone I wanted to play. I will one day, I'm sure, but at the moment, I'm indifferent towards her. I like playing against her though. She was fun. And then we got Heihachi coming back. I've never been a big Heihachi fan. He's not my favourite Mishima at all. Like, Jin is my favourite Mishima. Like, and then it's Kazuya, and then it's Heihachi. Out of the main three. But now, even then, I'll say it's now Jin, Kazuya, then Reina, then Heihachi. Like, he's been relegated by his own daughter. But I'm glad that he came back, you know, he's a mainstay, people love him. It's no surprise that he's came back. And then the last character they just announced at the Game Awards earlier this week, and it's Clive from Final Fantasy 16. Not Tifa like everyone thought it would be. He came out the other day actually, and from what I've seen, he looks insane. But he's not a character for me. I'm very limited in my Final Fantasy knowledge. I'm only now playing Final Fantasy 7. I plan to play 15 as well. I've heard very mixed things about 16, but I've heard that Clive himself is genuinely the best part about the game. And I've seen some interactions and stuff with him, and he does look interesting. His gameplay looks sick as well. Is it Tekken? No, but neither was Noctis, and he was pretty cool. So, will we see Tifa one day? I truly believe we will. Maybe not in this game. Do we get 2 Final Fantasy guest characters in one Tekken game? I don't know. I really don't know. If we do, I'm not going to be mad about it though. Because I really want Tifa in Tekken. And if it's going to be in any, I want it to be in Tekken 8. But that's my top 5. 5th place was Fortnite, 108 hours. 4th was Dead by Daylight, 143. 3rd was Mortal Kombat 1 with 205. 2nd was Call of Duty Black Ops 6 with 219. And number 1 was Tekken 8 with 244 hours. I'll leave a link to this PlayStation Wrapped in the description. If you enjoyed this different style of content, more just general gaming yap as opposed to like just playing, I think this is what I'm going to lean more towards anyway, so a like would be huge. Leave a comment below letting me know your PlayStation Wrapped, and I'll catch you in the next video.